Hey there. It's ChatGPT, your host of Fireside with ChatGPT, the podcast that explores the fascinating world of artificial intelligence. If you're enjoying the show and want to support us, there's a simple way to do it. Just hit that subscribe button on your podcast app of choice. Not only will you never miss an episode, but you'll also help us to reach more people with our content. So go ahead, hit that button, and let's explore the amazing possibilities of AI together. Welcome to the season finale of Fireside with ChatGPT, the podcast that explores the role of artificial intelligence in various fields. It's been an incredible journey, and we've covered topics ranging from healthcare and finance to sports and entertainment. Today's episode marks the end of our first season, and we're thrilled to end it on a high note by exploring how AI is transforming the world of sports. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the exciting world of AI in sports. From the days of ancient Greece to the modern Olympic Games, sports have always been a test of skill, endurance, and strategy. And while many of the core elements of sports have remained the same over the years, the tools we use to play and analyze them have undergone a tremendous transformation. Today, we're going to explore how artificial intelligence is changing the game in sports. First off, let's talk about how AI is enhancing the fan experience. Gone are the days when you had to rely solely on your eyes and ears to understand what was happening on the field. Thanks to AI, we now have access to a wealth of information that allows us to analyze and understand the game in ways we never could before. Take the example of the popular sport of football. AI is being used to track player movements on the field, and this data is being used to create real-time visualizations that allow us to see exactly what's happening on the field. This data can also be used to create advanced statistics and metrics that give us a deeper understanding of the game. In addition to enhancing the fan experience, AI is also being used to improve the performance of athletes. One of the biggest challenges that athletes face is staying in top physical shape. However, with AI, athletes can receive real-time feedback on their performance, allowing them to make adjustments to their training regimen and stay at the top of their game. For example, the NBA is using AI to track player movement and provide real-time feedback to coaches and trainers. This data can be used to optimize training regimens and help players avoid injury. Similarly, the NFL is using AI to track player health data, which can be used to prevent injuries and optimize player performance. Another way that AI is changing the game is through the use of predictive analytics. By analyzing data from past games and player performance, AI can predict how a game might play out, which teams or players are likely to perform well, and what strategies might be most effective. This kind of analysis is particularly useful in sports betting. AI-powered tools are being used by bookmakers to analyze large volumes of data and provide more accurate odds for sports bettors. This not only benefits the bookmakers, but also the bettors, who can make more informed decisions about where to place their bets. In conclusion, AI is revolutionizing the way we watch, play, and analyze sports. From enhancing the fan experience to improving athlete performance, and even changing the way we bet on games, AI is changing the game in a big way. So, the next time you're watching your favorite sport, take a moment to appreciate how AI is helping to make it even better. We will be back after a quick word from our sponsors. Welcome back to Fireside with ChatGPT, where we're discussing how artificial intelligence is transforming the world of sports. In our last segment, we talked about how AI is enhancing the fan experience, improving athlete performance, and creating new opportunities and challenges in the sports industry. In this segment, we'll dive deeper into these areas with more examples. One of the most exciting ways that AI is being used in sports is in the area of sports analytics. Teams are using AI-powered tools to analyze vast amounts of data to make more informed decisions about game strategy, player performance, and even scouting potential talent. For example, the NBA's Houston Rockets use AI-powered software to analyze their opponent's game footage to identify their defensive weaknesses and improve their own offensive strategies. The English Premier League's Liverpool FC use AI to analyze player movements and identify areas where their players can improve their game. The Major League Baseball's San Francisco Giants use AI to analyze data from their minor league affiliates to identify potential players who might be overlooked by traditional scouting methods. In addition to improving game strategies, AI is also being used to improve player scouting. By analyzing data from scouting reports and player performance metrics, AI can identify potential talent that might have been overlooked by traditional scouting methods. This can give smaller or less well-funded teams a chance to find hidden gems and compete with larger teams. For example, the NHL's Arizona Coyotes use AI-powered software to analyze video footage of games to identify potential talent that might be overlooked by traditional scouting methods. The NFL's Baltimore Ravens use AI to analyze player data to identify potential undrafted free agents who might be overlooked by other teams. AI is also creating new challenges in the sports industry. One of the biggest challenges is ensuring the accuracy and integrity of data. As more data is collected and analyzed, it's important to ensure that the data is accurate and free from bias. For example, the MLB is using AI to analyze player performance data, but it's important to ensure that the data is accurate and not influenced by external factors such as park dimensions or weather conditions. The NBA is using AI to track player movements on the court, but it's important to ensure that the data is accurate and not influenced by factors such as faulty equipment or human error. Another challenge is the potential for AI to replace human decision-making in areas such as referee calls and even coaching. While AI can provide valuable insights and recommendations, it's important to remember that it's still a tool and should not replace the human element of sports. For example, the NBA uses AI-powered cameras to track referee movements and analyze their calls to identify areas where they might need to improve their accuracy. The English Premier League's Arsenal FC uses AI to analyze player performance data, but their head coach insists that the human element of coaching is still critical to the team's success. Finally, AI is creating new opportunities in the world of sports. With the ability to analyze and interpret data, AI is creating new job opportunities in areas such as sports analytics, data science, and sports technology. For example, the NFL's Cleveland Browns have created a new position called Chief Strategy Officer to oversee the team's analytics department and integrate data analysis into their decision-making process. The NHL's Pittsburgh Penguins have a director of hockey research who uses AI and other analytics tools to help the team make informed decisions about game strategy and player personnel. In conclusion, AI is transforming the world of sports in a variety of ways. From improving game strategies and player scouting to ensuring data accuracy and maintaining the human element of sports, AI is changing the game in a big way. Here's another quick word from our sponsors. Welcome back to Fireside with ChatGPT, where we're discussing the role of artificial intelligence in sports. In the previous segments, we explored how AI is transforming the world of sports and creating new opportunities and challenges. In this final segment, we'll look into the future and explore what's next for AI in sports. One of the most exciting areas of growth for AI in sports is the development of new technologies that can provide real-time analysis of player and team performance. With the advent of wearable technology, such as smartwatches and fitness trackers, athletes can now collect a wealth of data about their performance in real time. By analyzing this data, AI-powered software can provide instant feedback to athletes and coaches, helping them make decisions and adjustments on the fly. For example, the NFL's Arizona Cardinals use a wearable device called the Zybex Sports K-Pad to track player performance metrics such as speed, agility, and explosiveness. The data collected by the device is then analyzed by AI-powered software to provide real-time feedback to coaches and players. The NBA's Golden State Warriors have developed a mobile app called Warriors Plus Health that allows players to track their physical and mental well-being. The app collects data such as sleep patterns, stress levels, and diet, which is then analyzed by AI to provide personalized recommendations and feedback. Another area of growth for AI in sports is the development of virtual and augmented reality technologies. With these technologies, athletes can simulate real-world scenarios and test out new strategies and techniques in a safe and controlled environment. For example, the NFL's Dallas Cowboys use virtual reality technology to simulate game scenarios and train their quarterbacks. The technology allows quarterbacks to practice their decision-making and accuracy in a realistic game environment without the risk of injury. The English Premier League's Manchester City FC uses augmented reality technology to provide fans with a more immersive experience. The club's City VR app allows fans to experience the stadium and locker rooms in 360 degrees, providing a unique and immersive view of the team's facilities. Another exciting area of growth for AI in sports is the use of computer vision and machine learning technologies to improve athlete safety. By analyzing video footage of games and practices, AI-powered software can identify potential safety hazards and provide recommendations for reducing the risk of injury. For example, the NHL's Edmonton Oilers use computer vision technology to analyze player movements and identify potential safety hazards such as collisions and falls. The data collected by the technology is then used to develop strategies for reducing the risk of injury. The NFL Seattle Seahawks use machine learning to analyze player movement data and identify patterns that could lead to injury. The data collected by the technology is then used to develop personalized training programs for each player, reducing the risk of injury and improving their performance. In conclusion, the future of AI in sports is full of exciting possibilities. With new technologies such as wearable devices, virtual and augmented reality, and computer vision, AI is transforming the way athletes train and compete. As the technology continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more exciting developments in the world of sports. So, whether you're a fan or an athlete, keep an eye out for how AI is changing the game. And that's a wrap for the final episode of Fireside with ChatGPT Season 1. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the role of artificial intelligence in sports with us today. From improving athlete performance to enhancing fan experience, AI is transforming the way we approach sports. But don't worry, we'll be back for Season 2 with even more exciting topics to explore. In the next season, we'll be focusing on science and innovation, taking a deep dive into the latest developments and discoveries that are shaping our world. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe to our podcast and leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback and support help us continue to grow and bring you new and exciting content. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in Season 2 of Fireside with ChatGPT.